I think I was muted, but I think now people should hear me.
Rob, just a masterstroke in both times we have kicked off probably the most stressful production stream that we do other than a live show
Yeah.
is the sponsor segment. You managed to book them the week that Kato was out.
Yeah, I mean, it's we sometimes we have to make do.
Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Hello, welcome in. We
And hang on, Patrick.
Yeah.
When has Kato ever come in with audio not fucked up?
Okay, but it's easier to. It's way less stressful to blame someone else, Rob.
It is. It is less stressful. Like we are more passengers when Kato is piloting the stream. But at the same time, I do think it's like, a lot of this is pretty familiar. I blame a lot of this on OBS, but yeah, we're here.
Okay.
Patrick, there's obviously so much we can dig into here. I was just browsing, cool new movies to watch. Now that I finally got around to watching Ferrari, so my appetite is stoked for more great movies about motorsports and automotive icons.
Was it good? Did you like that movie? I heard mixed things about Ferrari. Visually arresting, Adam Driver, great. Story maybe a mixed bag, but I think that's maybe a lot of what you get from this certain tier of directors still making films.
I'm a fanboy. But for me, this I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was a genuinely great movie. I feel like maybe the first really unequivocally great movie that Michael Mann has made since Collateral. Adam Driver is great. I think it's a really good story, well told. I think it is I have a lot of thoughts. I think it's not an easy movie to pigeonhole. It's in many ways a movie about, the way I would put it is, your classic Michael Mann protagonist. The card they can always play, right, is the I will burn my life down rather than deal with the constraints and consequences people try to force on me. And here at age 80, by the way, Michael Mann has finally contemplated, yeah, but what if you can't do that because you're middle-aged and you have families and commitments? So at 80 years old, Michael Mann is like, damn, being 50, huh? That's pretty crazy. And it totally works. I think Adam Driver's so goddamn good in this movie, and so are a lot of the other parts of it. So I'm take it with a grain of salt, because I am predisposed on multiple levels to really like this film. But I will say I was really concerned how good it would be, because I was like, Adam Driver is Enzo Ferrari. The trailers, there were a lot of things where I was like, I don't know what's this about. How's this gonna go? And I was completely won over. Now, from what I understand, the Lamborghini film is not quite of that level.
Well, look. We here at Remap/Waypoint, big fans of the Purge series, right? Love me a Purge movie. Frank Grillo, awesome in the Purge movie. But Frank Grillo has strong Nicolas Cage from 15 years ago energy, which is just to say, my man will star in a movie. And he'll give it his all. He'll be there. Very competent, reliable, not necessarily always picking bangers, or probably just not being offered absolute bangers.
Well, hang on. They got Gabriel Byrne. I don't know how hard it is to get Gabriel Byrne these days. But, oh wow, so Patrick, that's very significant, because he saw a picture of a bullfighter, and he suddenly understood what the Lamborghini badge should look like.
So it's an origin story. I love an origin story.
Yeah, it's
Who doesn't love origin stories? How did Spider-Man become Spider-Man? I'm always asking this, Rob.
The thing I love here is that Lamborghinis are cool, and I think Lamborghinis always had this weird. They were cooler cars than Ferraris if you were into that kind of everything cranked up to 10 or 11. style of Italian sports car. But Lamborghini, even more so than Ferrari, is synonymous with like, this car don't fucking work. Like the car is like the car is like falling apart around you. And so to an extent, this is the origin story of like a dude who sets out to make like the legendary, iconic Italian sports car of that just doesn't work. Boy, ooh, Greenberg MD, is Grillo who you get when Barenthal is too busy?
Barenthal's it has ascended.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Barenthal wouldn't take this movie anymore. He's I think he has gotten to a certain sort of selectivity in acting that I don't think he has to take the Lamborghini, the man behind the legend. Welcome to 2022 movie from Lionsgate anymore.
No, but so you had questions. You wanted to learn all about this this whole NOS situation I got going on. Right?
Yeah. I think I think we're thinking. So yes, today we're going. Rob and I just kind of hanging out. We're also going to do we also partnered once again with NVIDIA with their GeForce Now service. The Wheel of GeForce will return. Can I convince Rob to play a game where evil Jesus has come to the land and you must follow his orders? Maybe the Inquisitor. We might be checking that out as well. But ahead of all that, on the most recent HOA, we talked about the fact that you'd gotten a NOS, and I thought maybe are we still using Kagi?
Oh yeah.
Like, is that okay? Are you being performative right now, or like at home? We
Who
also
can say?
use Kagi.
Here's the thing, like Patrick. You know how sometimes you're like, oh man, like Google just works, it's easy, it's the default, and then sometimes you Google stuff and it's like, this sucks. These results suck. This is awful. I don't like this is a complete mess. Mm-hmm. I'm in the process of like undeniably still, if you can sort of wade through the cruft, like Google tends to make more sense. But man, there's a lot of cruft.
Yeah, well, don't worry. AI is here to fix it, and we're good to go. So I think in addition to looking at some NOS related material, I've pulled up the HOA mailbag. Now HOA is a podcast that if you aren't already a backer to Remap at the foundation or library level, you haven't heard, but it's where Rob and I talk about like what it's like to live in a place, buying cars. That makes it all sound much fancier than the conversations we have on that podcast. But we don't usually get a chance to answer as many questions as we like. So we're gonna run through some of them today as I pulled up the mailbag. But do you want to, for people who have not listened, I feel like our audience is mostly aware, but like what you wrote, why do you need a did Kagi fill that in for you? Is that part of the power of Kagi? Like it's asking that question.
Yeah, whenever you open a Kagi, the first search that happens by default is like, why you need a NOS. So you just open on that. And it's unequivocal. Look at all these people saying like you need a NOS. What is the main disadvantage of NOS? So we don't even know about that. Who cares? But no, I'm curious. Let's see. All right, so let beginner question on Reddit, in the data hoarder Reddit. Huh. All right. Well,
I mean, it's a beginner question.
Yeah, but if you're in the data hoarder Reddit, I kind of wonder, is that good? Is that good? I don't think I'm a data hoarder.
This is a sub that aims at bringing data hoarders together to share their passion with like-minded people. It's a digital disease. Well, at least they're honest about their particular itch that needs scratching. I definitely am not a data hoarder. I have a 500 gig drive on this PC that I bought a couple of years back, and I just install and uninstall. I know that I could put in a couple terabyte drive, but I just manage it, Rob, just like I do on all my consoles, like a complete weirdo.
Patrick, like here, like I knew immediately the second this thing showed up. I was like, man, this is a lot of trouble to replicate the functionality that I just had on my capture PC with like a couple big hard drives. But no, I can't justify that. That's, I mean, look, it was the problem I solved was having an entire PC running to do media server stuff is like a huge waste of resources. Like the NAS or the NAS, as some people are very particular about, like just takes the most delicate little hummingbird sips of electricity. Whereas like even an idling PC is like just steadily slurping. And so like, you know, I think over time, like in 15 years, this thing's going to pay for itself.
And you're definitely going to be there for 15 years. So, you know, it's
for sure. And I'm not, and in 15 years, I'm not going to like decide I need something else besides this NAS, right? Like, no way am I gonna, in 15 years be like, I need to break up with this NAS and like either get a different one or like, I'm just over NASes. I'm going to do something else entirely. That's just not going to happen. These are the kinds of economical decisions that are going to put me in a new house, you know, very, very soon, I think.
I appreciate this ability to show self-restraint from Gondado in the chat. I wrote a giant crazy manifesto question, but chose not to send it.
Oh, really? Because let me tell you, nobody else stopped themselves. Pat, because you go through that inbox, you will find people be manifestoing.
Yes, we have what would account to entire essays.
Yeah.
Here.
Which we love getting. It's really helpful.
We do read them, even if not all of them get read aloud. I mean, I think one of these from Dylan, I'm not going to get into the actual content of it, but it's prefaced with, gentlemen, if you do read this on the podcast, feel free to edit out whatever bits you like. There's some pedantic / overly technical bits in here that are prime targets for cutting, but I'm leaving them in just in case you were curious, which is, again, I appreciate the honesty here that is coming in from our audience. We always appreciate it. Let's see. Well, this comes in from Iriel.
Yeah.
Not so much a question, but whatever. I've recently gone back to work, and thankfully I can work from home 4 days a week. We have a pretty small 2-bedroom house in rural Ireland and just had our second child. So I built a shed for our home office workshop storage. Okay, I'm going to have to respond back to this person. I want pictures of what is a shed that is functioning as a home office workshop storage. When you use the term shed, I'm not saying it can't mean multiple things, but I don't usually associate the home office part about that, just from like a comfort level, like the heat and the cold. But anyway.
But I think the shed's just the outbuilding. Like the shed is just a tiny, like less than a garage. Mm-hmm. And then you can do whatever you want inside that shed.
Yeah, I apparently have a home office, a workshop, and storage. They continue to write, now that I have a space for it, I pulled out my old video editing PC, and it's now our media server. It's got 4 terabytes, and I managed to install Jellyfin on it without losing too much more of my increasingly scarce sleep. What's Jellyfin?
We're going to find out right now. Jellyfin.
So now, my guess is it's a...
Oh, it's a Plex alternative. Service. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What is Plex not offering somebody that they must then go...
Oh, people have turned on Plex, my friend.
Okay. I don't have strong feelings, but is it because they've gone commercial? Like, they just launched a rental store.
Yep.
I saw that. They launched that activity feed that exposed a bunch of people's pornography to their friends, which I thought was profoundly funny.
This is the thing. Oh, shit. I just stamped my feet and the dogs are losing their minds. All right. So... yeah, I think there's a couple things, which is like Plex was like, we want to be a streaming service that like Plex could be a Hulu, Plex could be a Disney Plus, which right away you're just in the realm of delusion. Like that's just not happening. Like Plex, your whole bag is like, are you a weirdo who likes to like make sure you've like got archives of all the stuff you could ever want to watch? that's your Plex demographic is hanging out in Data Hoarder. And Plex made a decision, like, we are going to emphasize features for normies. Like, what if turning on Plex now is increasingly like turning on grandma's smart TV that she never changed the defaults on? And
isn't that, I mean, can you just turn all that stuff off? Are people just upset that it exists, or that it is fundamentally,
it's like interface level? They have
Plex isn't cool anymore. Is that like ultimately what this gets down
There's
to?
a bit of that, but in the process of doing this, I do think they fucked up their interface in ways that, like, you can still customize it, but you can't totally fix it, right? Like, people can tell me if I'm wrong. Like, Plex still, kind of no matter what you do, is privileging displaying like Plex content and trying to like lead you away from your library or the libraries are shared on. Which is
I use Plex every day to access explicitly legitimate material. 100%. Don't check it. Don't check my friend servers. We cool. Like we're good. That is not my experience. My daughter, she's 7. She boots up and navigates to the movies that she wants to watch in Plex just fine. So
you mean your archive of content you ripped after buying so that your kid could have access to it at any time?
As did my friends. They're absolutely they're very
Which,
careful.
I think Zenalon is driving at here. The real story is that Plex is terrified of getting sued for enabling piracy, and so
I was about to point that out.
Yeah. Which like. When did I let Panthera Anka? When did I last update Plex? I feel like I updated it right when I did all the NOS stuff. I feel like we got a pretty up to date instance. Sorry,
I don't get a choice on that. Like I just have auto updates on. I mean, you could turn this off on your Apple TV, but like my Plex app just updates when Plex pushes a new thing through. So maybe when stuff has come through, I've just flipped it off. But on multiple devices, it display once I've made my preferences and like this is the server that I want to surface, content to. I haven't had any problems with it. But I mean, look, like this is Plex is mainstream now. Like as mainstream as a media server is ever going to be, and so I'm not shocked. But I would be shocked to discover, Rob, is not that Plex is moving this direction, but how many people are actually engaging with any of that stuff. The one thing that is useful that Plex has added is fast access to, what do they call them? Fast networks like Tubi, like essentially replicating like the cable model of just like putting out a bunch of random content that plays through ads, being able to go over to that and pulling up something completely random. Like I've done that with a buddy when we're just sitting around drinking. There's no sports on. There's not like a movie we want to watch, but you can just pull up these ad-supported networks, and Plex has those built in like a lot of other services do. And then that part is at least useful for my stuff.
All right, so I didn't see this feature before. I think Kagi uses language models to answer your questions. Language models are still a new technology.
Language models.
So be sure to exercise wisdom. Love to roll a wisdom save when using my search engine. What Kagi says is the direct answer to this question, Jellyfin versus Plex. Jellyfin is a little more complex, but it's more feature-rich. And for users, it's as simple as Plex. So the Kagi language model, I think, has completely drunk the tech nerd Kool-Aid and is now parroting back the stuff they probably say. But I haven't used Jellyfin. Maybe that's true. Patrick, we should read the rest of the Shedman's email and then dive into GeForce. But I'm curious the rest of where the Shed situation ends up.
While you're doing that, why don't you goose me up about 10-15% on my volume. Anyway, so Ariel mentions that they put so now what to put on it. I already have an extensive music library and a good chunk of my wife and my favorite TV and film. But then I go thinking about my daughter, who just turned 3. She loves looking at her favorite shows on the iPad. We don't have a TV in the house. Best parenting we think we've done. Hey, if you can manage that, like Godspeed. With the endless stream of questionable content on streaming platforms, I thought I might try and tailor her watching habits. So I put some of her favorite shows and movies that myself and my wife approve of on the server and set her up a restricted account. This is a lot of work to go through, but I respect it. We're hoping that between Puffin Rock, Bluey, Octonauts, Frozen, Bugs Bunny, and a few Octonauts is good, and a few others that she will be happy enough and not ask for the authoritarian canines too much. Well, she's 3. She can't ask for what she doesn't know, buddy. The moment that kid goes to daycare and hits a playground, fucking like the fascist puppies come for everyone's house. Like you can run, you can hide, but you're gonna buy her a little pink stuffed dog animal called Sky at some point. But if you don't, I'm happy for you. Anyway, hopefully that wasn't too long-winded. Love the podcast and everything you do. Fuck capitalism. Go home. Uriel from Baltimore, Ireland. That is extremely funny, and I appreciate the amount of work that has been put in to having the custom server. But I mean, that is like what, on some level, being able to have a media server, customize it yourself, is part of the appeal here, right? Like, what happens when we move past physical media and into like digital distribution is in many ways like a lack of control. And so, it's.
Well, did you see the thing that Crunchyroll like blew up people's Funimation like accounts, basically, that like the stuff they'd bought through Funimation?
Yeah, well, I mean, Sony as a corporation, even though I'm not the biggest anime watcher, my understanding is they made sort of a corporate decision some years back to kind of corner the market on anime streaming, and has done like a slow march to acquire whatever it needs to in order for that to happen. And so
we got a huge problem here, friendo.
Yeah?
I could swear I brought an Xbox controller upstairs.
Okay, gotta go get one.
How?
Or you just now you don't even know where it is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a where the hell did it go type situation.
Okay, all right. Well, don't worry. I got other HOA questions to help us get through this while you frantically look for an Xbox controller, which is extremely good. I wrote a raid explainer for you. Interesting.
You wrote what you did, Patrick? That seems unlike you.
No, Rob.
You were doing a little data science?
No, so Zach wrote in to questions at remapradio.com, and like we said, people have written in something we might say is akin to an essay. And Zach writes in saying, I wrote a raid explainer, so I'm expecting to open this up and find many, many words. Hi, Rob and Patrick. I hope you find this interesting. I loved hearing about your NAS adventures. And as a former storage systems engineer, I was stoked to hear raid mentioned on the pod. I ended up getting overly excited in writing a raid/parody explainer that will hopefully elucidate some of the missing pieces in math that goes on to make these high-capacity redundant systems work. Here you go, link to an entry on GitHub.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. You keep reading. I'm going to go search for this controller, because the first game up, I'm not doing with mouse and keyboard. I refuse. Even though it would be very funny, I'm just not doing it.
Okay, I see. I don't think I can link. As an admin, can I link? Can I link in the chat? Will it let me do that? Looks like it. So that link, it was what comes in from Zach. This is Zach's explanation of raiding and what was the other term that Zach used? Yes. Thank you, dog. Parody. What is parody? Parody must be something else. I'm sure Rob will find this fascinating. I'm sure a lot of people in the chat will find it fascinating. I have trouble with basic math. Let's see what else we got in here from the HOA bucket. Ooh. Hey, homeowners. This comes from Sean. Writing in after hearing Rob got a Synology NOS. Less something to be read out loud. More of a stark warning for the good Mr. Zachney. Oh, I'm going to read it out loud. I picked one up myself during the pandemic. A nice 4-bay. Put in 2 8-terabyte drives in the Synology RAID and also a pair of SSDs for caching. But that's not important right now. It was running away fine for about 6 months. And I was confident it was keeping all of my data safe. Until disaster struck. Woke up one morning to find it playing a loud alert noise. Logged in to find it had locked itself down in some kind of safety mode after apparently one of the SSDs had failed overnight. Got on a Synology who basically answered, yeah, it'll do that sometimes. My data was safe, but I couldn't restore the NOS to a usable state without wiping it clean and resetting the disk arrays. Now everything on it existed somewhere else across all the laptops and computers in the house, but I wasn't about to go gather them all up again. So I had to go find an 8-terabyte external drive, take everything off it, then put everything on it again after I wiped it and set up the unit from scratch again. Apparently this can be averted by performing data scrubbing regularly. Why isn't this on by default? Power cycling regularly. And of course, also having a full back. What is data scrubbing? Is that like defragmenting?
It seems good.
Is that like defragmenting? I'm trying to pull up other technical words that I know. What's data scrubbing?
It was one of those things that, like, I think... So I do think when I set up my Synology, it prompted me to be like, do you want to do data scrubbing? Because it's good for keeping this thing up and running. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. So...
What's the downside? Is it just on more? Is it doing...
I think data scrubbing might be like a file integrity thing, but
data scrubbing is an error correction technique that uses a background task to periodically inspect main memory or storage for errors, then corrects detected errors using redundant data in the form of different checksums or copies of data. Data scrubbing reduces the likelihood that single correctable errors will accumulate, leading to reduced risks of uncorrectable errors. Okay.
All right. Harpoony, Rob, the bitrate cannot handle your beard. At times, you're like looking at a Witcher 3 NPC with hair physics turned to the max. Oh no. All right. We should probably switch over to NVIDIA time now.
Oh, okay. All right. You want to do that now? Okay. Give me.
I think there's a lot more stuff. Clearly, the NOS thing is a separate there's so much we can get into with Jellyfin and Redfin and NOSes. But for now, what we need to get into is...
Well, I will say, if you're watching this, if you have Jellyfin thoughts, please write them in to questions at remapradio.com with the title HOA. We have a bunch of second podcasts coming over the next couple of weeks, so it might be a minute till HOA reconvenes, but HOA never goes very far, so you can expect that we'll be back to it soon enough, and maybe we'll get into the jellyfish ness of it all.
And also, I'm always looking for those alternatives to Rune. So
that's your music one,
yeah,
right?
I might be in the process of breaking up with it. We'll see.
Okay.
All
right. Let me get my social media stuff together so yeah, what's gonna happen now is just in a moment here, we're gonna switch over to a sponsored segment of the stream in which we are going to be checking out NVIDIA's GeForce Now service and playing some of the new games that just came up on GeForce Now, and then spinning a wheel that lets us check out a bunch of other random games that are supported by the service. But you need to be slightly patient with Kato being out as Rob and I prepare for that transition. It'll just take me a second here.
Absolutely.
Okay. What are you playing? I can't quite hear it.
I'm not playing anything.
Set up. No?
Nothing's playing yet. Oh, you mean what am I going to play?
No, audio. Isn't there some audio playing?
Uh-oh.
You have a YouTube video going somewhere, don't you?
Oh, shit, I do.
What are you talking
But wait, why can't I hear it?
I looked at lots of different cases, and again,
I don't know.
Now I hear it.
Which was too big.
See, the thing is, the mix I get is so different from the mix y'all get. Like, Patrick is deafening for me, and the audio coming off the computer is like really quiet, which seems like it's like 180 off of what y'all are doing, from what y'all are hearing.
PSU, room for the ports. To me, that was perfect. We could have gone bigger, but again, for now, while we're living on here, we're trying to cut corners in terms of cost and replicate the hardware experience of those NASs at the beginning. This is the one I went for. Again, they just got more diverse, and then they got uglier with less ventilation, so I ignored ones like that.
We ready, Patrick? I should probably just launch into this game anyway.
Well, you can launch into the game. Give me a second to...
Yeah.
Because one of the things, you know, for the transparent in the chat, you're supposed to like change things over to be like hashtag sponsored when you are.
Yeah.
When you are hashtag sponsored. So I'm just doing all that. Normally, that would be Kato.
Oh, please just fucking work.
What was the one thing?
Come on, little computer. Come on, GeForce.
Aren't you supposed to like click something in the Twitch backends to say that you're sponsored? I'm like, this is the one thing I didn't check.
Jesus.
Mark a sponsored stream.
Yeah, the problem here. No, I just want you to launch. I just want you to launch Art of Rally. You should do that. Art of Rally is a game I own on too many platforms.
It launched on Switch not that long ago. Is it not coming up?
Yeah, I wasn't happy. Sometimes I have trouble with the stuff that's like tied to my Epic account. It's like the Steam stuff seems most seamless. All right, let's. Did I get this in the Steam library? I think. I'll try it one more time on the Epic Store though. That should work because I did do the login.
Well, if it's Art of Rally, I can just do that. It's in my library.
And then I'll just have to bounce the Steam Sync.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take us to a different card for 1 second.
Yeah. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
All right, it's GeForce Now time.
Hey everyone, welcome in. If this is your first time coming into this segment of a remap stream, we did a handful of these last year. We were lucky enough to work with the folks over at NVIDIA to display some games on their popular service GeForce Now, which we have talked about both in sponsored segments and many times just on Remap Radio, as Rob and I find ways to pipe different games around our house. GeForce Now is a cloud-based streaming service in which you can log in and sync up your accounts from various storefronts, be it Epic, be it Ubisoft, be it Steam, and then you can play it on more or less like any platform that you want. It's not every game in your library. It's games that NVIDIA has partnered with, but they have a growing library of thousands of games. This week alone, they added Stormgate, or there's a beta going on for the new sort of, is that StarCraft or Warcraft sort of, or is it just that era?
It's Craft. It's crafty.
It's Craft. Yeah. That's available on GeForce Now this week. The Inquisitor, Origami 2, Art of Rally, which Rob's got up here now, Dot Age, Train Simulator, Urban Transit, and The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series. And so for the next couple of weeks, on Thursdays in the afternoon, which is when a lot of these games go live on GeForce Now, we're going to be playing a little bit of the new games that are out, and then also spinning a giant wheel that has the many thousands of games that are available on GeForce Now. And that has taken us to some very unique places in the past, including stress testing what GeForce Now is capable of, up into and including a very fun time where Rob played a music rhythm game over GeForce Now, streaming it to Twitch, and was able to capably play it despite not being someone like Kato or I that has spent a lot of time internalizing the rhythm and mechanics of games of that type. And so, like I mentioned, GeForce Now is something that you can stream through your phone, your tablet, your computer, and depending on which membership plan you have, you can get access to computers that are going to pipe you through the cloud games at increasingly sick frame rates and resolutions. We'll walk you through how exactly those different memberships work, but basically you can try it out for free, and then you pay a little more, and you can start having, you know, the equivalent of high-end NVIDIA cards that are tossing ray tracing and all the other bells and whistles that I pretend to understand, but I just know it makes the games look good. Just like on your laptop, your Chromebook, your MacBook Air, or your iPad. And it's pretty remarkable.
And it lets you speak to the god of Rally, as we're doing right here. Rally was accidentally created by a Finnish race car driver who was late to the sauna and had to take a shortcut through the woods. It's a little Rally humor for you. It began with
Art of Rally, Rob.
Well, he's explaining. It began with humble little cars modified into sports cars and into the fabled monsters of Group B. Group B was the golden age of Rally and was canceled because it was too dangerous. However, we are in a parallel universe where Group B was never canceled, and its successor Group S lives on. So that's kind of the thesis for the game, Patrick. So Rally Racing is I'm sure you're familiar with. Rally Racing is like point-to-point course racing where usually like they send like cars through gravel roads and icy roads and muddy roads, like in the backcountry and along like you're like not highways, right? Rally tends to like be in like back roads all around the world. Very popular. Was huge in the like 70s and 80s, and yeah. What this is kind of alluding to is, for a lot of folks, Rally reached its peak with a tier of performance called Group B, and then people started dying right and left because the cars were ridiculously powerful. Rally is inherently dangerous. These are not purpose-built race courses. Like, if you go off on a rally course, frequently you're going off into trees. You might be going off down a hill, and then Rally fans love to stand as close as possible to the cars as they go whipping past. And so, for a variety of factors, Rally started getting real dangerous, and people were like, we both need to like tone down what the cars are doing, because people will just build riskier and riskier stuff in order to win. And then they also need to institute some safety procedures to keep from having cars like whipping into crowds all the time, which is a good thing. But there's people who understandably are like, man, though, Group B was awesome. And so here in this world, you know, we didn't ever have to make concessions to reality. We can just drive.
Well, and Art Rally has been, it's been around for a minute. I feel like every 6 months I get a notice from the developers behind this game, being like, and we're on a new platform. Like, I think you can just download this on like the Apple App Store. Like, this game is really, it's making it everywhere. But it's a beautiful looking game.
And it's got a great soundtrack. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite racing games the last few years. Now, obviously, you know, we want to, you know, Patrick, we're here to, you know, obviously represent GeForce Now in a good light. And I respect that. But anything that goes wrong here, that's GeForce Now. That's latency. So just bear that in mind. Is like, look, it's an emerging new technology. It's very impressive, but sometimes it's just not good enough to let me show my full skill at Rally. And so I think that's, you know, we just have to be mindful of that. Yeah.
Baramit's in the chat. You're not terrible at this. Which is this game, for all its cutesy aesthetic,
this game is hard as hell.
Extremely hard. Yeah.
Okay. So hang on, let me just go back to quit to menu, because we're not going to do free drive. Let's do a career. Yeah, so you're not racing other cars, and you're racing all these like randomly generated courses. And here, like, the game actually is a weird thing. It actually starts harder than it is. Like, when the game starts out, you're on like the lowest tech cars, and some of these are really hard to drive. So in a weird way, like, once you get past this entire intro screen we're on, like, these are the opening championships, the game has this like dip where it gets easier because like cars get better, the technology improves, and they can start handling the roads better. And then it gets harder again because now they just get faster and faster, and it becomes like a totally different beast. But in this opening stage, it's tricky. And now we'll do heavy damage.
Oh, hell yeah. Again, we're trying to stress test GeForce Now. It's passed many tests for us, but maybe Art of Rally will be the one where we have to provide feedback to the engineers at GeForce Now. Hey,
yeah.
You know, it's worth, like, you know, Cyberpunk, fine. You know, all these high-end games, like, it's worked just fine, but hey, there's some problems with Art of Rally.
Look, I'm so good at the Scandinavian flick, but I just can't do it when I'm using GeForce Now.
The what?
The Scandinavian flick.
Okay, I don't.
It's a sort of like a drifting technique in Rally to like basically let the car break traction and skid through a turn, so like the revs stay high. And eventually, when the tires bite again, you're already pointed in the right direction.
Okay, Scandinavian flick sounds like something some horny teenagers get up to, I gotta be honest, but I believe you, I suppose.
The other thing about this game is, and again, more folks should do this, licensing historical cars is really hard. Making legally distinct cars that evoke classic cars is easier and a lot of fun. So, for instance, the Mini, a diminutive compact which was made to go through the tight spaces of British cities. The same form factor made it into a rally classic that you can still park at the pub. Who needs raw power and you can go full throttle through hairpins? Some of the descriptions are funnier. But like, that's obviously a Mini Cooper, you know? But this is the way they have like all the iconic cars from this era of rally without having made a game that in 5 years they'll have to stop selling because the license expired to the cars.
Tungstic Nation says, that's the Pale World flip. Well, we just saw, just recently, Spec Ops: The Line.
Yeah, wait, so somebody was referring to this. What happened with that?
So it got pulled down from pretty much everywhere without warning, because the licensed music in the game, which is like maybe easy to forget at this point, but was like a pretty essential part about the kind of audio design of that game, it ran out, and rather than replacing it with something else or re-licensing that music,
they
just pulled it from storefronts. So if you already own it on Steam, it's not as though they won't let you re-download it. If you own it on Xbox, they'll let you re-download it. But it's one of those cases where the licensing ran out, and now I've seen people doing what you and I were doing with Syndicate, where it's like you can find places to send you a code.
Yeah.
So if a code was generated for the game, you can still redeem that on a marketplace and get access to the game.
So Patrick, the Mini Cooper back in the '60s apparently went 80 miles an hour and then would like start bouncing off the rev limiter. So like, I'm just topping out in fourth gear at 80 miles an hour with like huge straights ahead of me. So I've made a huge mistake here. But like, I just love the style of this game. I love like all the ads that evoke like classic '60s advertising, and the decision to like abstract the little animals in the landscape. This is such a beautiful game. Like genuinely, I think it's probably one of the best racing games of the last 10 years, if not more.
Who does it? What's the origins on the developer? Like, do they have a history in Sims? Because like, it seems like this is a game. The fact that you love it means that it can be like deeply appreciated by people who have an appreciation for like. It seems like an arcade game loved by sim people. So I'm wondering if the studio behind it has any history with.
So they made another game that like sort of evokes this. What was it, like Zen of Drift or something? Like, I forgot. Like, Patty, you might want to pull this up because they made this is like their more serious racing game, but they made something that was just like, do you want to listen to cool grooves and go drifting? And the answer was yes. A lot of people did. But like, this is sort of the love letter. Oh, look, a little baby zebra.
A game called Absolute Drift came out in 2015 from the same developer, Fun Selector Labs Incorporated. Absolute Drift is a racing game about becoming a master at the art of drifting. This one's top down, but it shares a lot of the same visual design as Art of Rally. But if you imagined what you're looking at now, but like funneled through Mirror's Edge, is probably a decent way of describing what it looks like.
Now, one of the things I kind of dig, I don't think this game has this game doesn't have like a replay feature, right? Where it's like, whoops, I fucked that up. Time to rewind and do the like Codemasters thing. Ooh, no, out of the way. So like, and the other thing is, because we're playing with damage, this is a short championship, but like there are consequences for multi-stage rallies if like you wreck your car. You have a limited number of like repair points in between stages, so you might just have to like drive a busted car for the next stage. Oh shit! Oof, caught some big air there. Completely missed that. But yeah, so like one of the things that oh shit, that's going off. Oh, that's gonna be a time penalty. That's still better than like hitting a boulder. But so the thing you're like doing is, on the one hand, you want to be pushing to make like a good speed, right? But oh man, but you're constantly like weighing risk versus reward, and that's like true in a lot of racing games, but they kind of struggle to dial in the factors that would make you sort of like judge these things correctly. And I think Art of Rally strikes a really nice balance. Ooh, shit, these. Oh,
Rob, I have to read this to you. So I looked up Fun Selector, the developer behind this, and I went to their About section, trying to see if we can get a sense of what's going on here. Fun Selector launched in 2014 when its founder, Dune Kasu, apologies, developed his prototype, made it a game jam, which would later become Fun Selector's debut title, Absolute Drift, in 2015. After the release of his first game, and with the drive to apply his passion for rally in a new game, Dune immediately began development on Fun Selector's second title, Art of Rally, while supporting Absolute Drift. It involved collaborators for art and music until 2020, when more developers and producers came on to help finish it and provide post-launch support. Inspiration. Combined with the skyrocketing cost of housing in Vancouver and his love of travel, Dune decided to convert a cargo van into a fully operational camper, complete with a kitchen, bed, solar panels, and importantly, a workspace. This is where Dune would develop the majority of Art of Rally while traveling across the US, Canada, and Mexico, sometimes returning home to focus on development for a few months. But as Dune is an adventure seeker, it wouldn't be long until he was back on the road again, traveling, competing in mountain bike races, rock climbing, and more. Dune's North American and international travels ended up playing an influential role in Art of Rally, from the picturesque natural scenes that he spent time in to weather conditions and lighting. Always a motorsport nut, growing up playing racing games such as Need for Speed, Driver, Colin McRae Rally, and the Dirt series, translated to real experience in a New Zealand rally school where he got a chance to drive WRC rally cars from the 90s and training at the Dirtfish Rally School. Dune, Kasu, whatever it is, stop being a coward. Come on Remap Radio. I need Rob to talk to this person as soon as humanly possible.
Or we need to do an HOA about talk to us about van life.
Both. Rob, multiple pieces of content have been learned by reading this inspiration. I need a Dudes Rock in the chat. I really think this channels the Dudes Rock energy.
That verged on those Dos Equis most interesting man in the world.
My God, dudes really do rock. That is incredible.
So they just released DLC for this game too. I think
in Australia.
Yeah. So there's more rally. There's more biomes. I also want to say they did a really cool vinyl pressing of the soundtrack that looked gorgeous. I don't collect vinyl, but if I did, that would have been something I would have gone to some trouble to collect.
I have a question. Why don't you collect vinyl? It seems like it fits you, and yet the way you said that had some level of authority.
I think vinyl is very cool. I think it's a cool format. I think it is a beautiful series of objects to collect. Vinyl albums are such beautiful ways to present music, but I don't have space for that. Genuinely, I don't really have. It would be, not only are you getting the sort of the phonograph, right? You're also then committing to storing vinyl and having shelves and shelves of vinyl that are all going to be a lot more deliberate and less convenient than storing music digitally. And I am romantic about the quality of vinyl. Vinyl has such a beautiful sound, and frequently it does. But the data is conclusive. CDs and CD quality rips are better audio quality. So it's just it's something that I'm content to admire it from afar. Maybe if I had a bigger place, I'd be like, fuck it, I will get some of these gorgeous vinyl pressings. But yeah, it's just not. Oh shit, I lost. GeForce Now. Oh, I was dominating, and then GeForce Now. This, you could tell how bad the latency was, right, folks?
Rob, you cannot blame this on anything but yourself. We're running this on GeForce Now's Ultimate tier, which is $99 a month, $99.99 for 6 months. I'm gonna say $20 or $100. I know it's written there, but it sounds. I feel I know it's a sponsored segment, Rob, but saying 1999 somehow makes it feel weirder. But what's not weird is if you're on the ultimate tier, which means you want 4K, you can run at 120 frames a second. You can even run it at 240 frames a second. And you get like this ultra low latency where, I mean, I talked about it on Remap Radio, non-sponsored content. I played 75% of Phantom Liberty, the Cyberpunk expansion, using an NVIDIA Shield, streaming Cyberpunk 2077 on Ultimate to my TV upstairs. And it was not even connected through Ethernet. It was running over Wi-Fi, going through walls, and it looked gorgeous, played fine, and I was able to see that game all the way through credits. But like I mentioned, there is a free level that lets you, you know, a lot of times, sometimes there'll be a queue. It's often very short, but you can jump in, play a game for an hour, see exactly how it works on your setup. Because some of that's going to depend on what's the wireless in your home, like what's the difference to your router, how many things are connected by Ethernet. That's the very nature of, like, NVIDIA can have the best cloud tech, but on some level, this is dependent on what do you have in your home. But once you've realized it works, you can go to the priority level, which is 1080, 60 frames a second, and then also ray tracing options, and you can play games up to 6 hours. And even if for some reason you're having a marathon day, it's like a 6-hour cap to like open that up to other people. You can just hop back on and start playing again. But if you don't want to deal with any of that, that's when you jump up to the ultimate tier that lets you play for up to 8 hours. And I guess even NVIDIA is saying, look, 8 hours is what we're capping you at, sir, ma'am. You have to log off. But they note, as I just noted, that you can just reconnect. Again, I think it's more about just kind of cycling.
It's sort of like when you found a really good spot in the coffee shop, and you're like, fine, I will now have another coffee and a muffin. And everyone's like, oh, you're never leaving. And you're like, no, I'm not. I stood up to get food.
Or you're that person where I feel like you see this less these days because of the predominance of like Google Pay, Apple Pay, and just lots of people aren't even like holding. You can sort of reasonably expect for most places these days, even like your kind of mom and pop grocery stores, like you could just use your phone to pay for something. And it used to be the case where I sometimes feel bad because how often do you get pressured on transaction fees anymore? Like, I feel like I haven't heard that in ages, where it used to be you want to use a credit card you minimum. Gotta spend $5, and so you're just getting like a coffee, but then I'm buying like a giant Snickers that I'm not going to eat because it's the closest thing in reach to get me over $5.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, there used to be so many places where it was like you would get just guilted, and yeah, you're buying like the extra thing at the counter. But yeah, it doesn't. You know, maybe this is a problem that Square is what they all use now, right? That's kind of the default. That
it's one of them, but like Square definitely sort of kicked off the, you know, I don't like that sort of revolution, and now it's built into basically any device that you see at a shop.
The thing I hate is like it's undeniably also part of the same dynamic that's like every goddamn business you interface with is like, hey, thanks for your email. We want to have a direct relationship with you.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't want to have a direct, like, I just wanted to buy this sandwich and a latte, my man. Now, obviously, when we email you, it's good. Like, but we're a media company. Like, you signed up for, like, you want to hear what we have to say. And Patrick, like, what we had to say was some thoughts about Xbox today, right? Have people checked that out?
That's true. Yes, the kind of a back and forth between Rob and I called the future, or what it was called. I'm sorry. In the doc that Rob and I wrote in, it said the future of Xbox. The headline that went out was what exactly is Xbox thinking, which is kind of us talking through what exactly is going to happen with Xbox next week when we hear their quote unquote business update. And it's interesting because, I mean, Rob, you know, we're doing a stream about GeForce Now, but a lot of, I think, where Microsoft is projecting themselves going forward aligns with a future that is closely aligned to what GeForce Now is providing. And then the question just becomes, how large is that market? How many people want to engage? I mean, I will say, and I'm not being sponsored for this, but like xCloud is not that great compared to GeForce Now. Like GeForce, I will choose GeForce Now over.
I don't know. Look what GeForce Now just did to me, though.
Well, let's see. We'll get to the end of this race.
Yeah,
so that Rob can stop being so upset at his GeForce Now Ultimate subscription not providing the ultra low latency that it promises to allow him to get the result that he wants.
17
are these real?
seconds back. Just brutal.
Are these your friends? Are these made up names?
They're made up names. They're just
okay.
They're little
The question becomes, Rob.
Yeah.
So we got, as I mentioned, these streams we're going to be doing for the next couple of weeks alongside NVIDIA and GeForce Now are going to be kind of tied to what they call GeForce Now Thursdays, which is where they announce the new games that are available to stream from your existing libraries across Steam, Ubisoft, and Epic. And this week, like I mentioned, we got Stormgate, Inquisitor, Origami 2, Ardor Valley, Dot Age, Tram Simulator, Urban Transit, and The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series. And Rob, I'm going to read the description for the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask the chat, do you want Rob to play this game? Jesus did not die on the cross, but came down and unleashed vengeance on all the non-believers. 1,500 years later, an army of Inquisitors brutally enforced the faith. In this dark fantasy adventure, you solve intricate cases and unveil abysmal secrets as Inquisitor Mortimer Matterdin.
I have reservations. But yeah, like
Rob, it's right there on the tin. It's just right there.
Yeah, it's giving off some vibes. That's for sure. All right, you want me to launch into that?
I do want you to launch into that. I have to know. Wow, Rob, I'm watching a stream of someone else playing this game, and at the bottom it says, "Use prayer to see smells or footsteps."
See smells? Gotta see smells. All right, let me see if I can just pull this out here. All right, how do I get out of here? All
right. So you'll notice, like, part of the way GeForce Now works is it's connecting. It's not like you're buying. Hey, I gotta buy games on. You might need to sync the.
Yeah, because I'm getting 40K stuff here.
Yeah, go to the options menu and have it resync your Steam library. Rather than there being another storefront for you to purchase games on, and you're juggling between where am I playing, which launcher am I using? On GeForce Now, it's just you put in your credentials for existing services that they coordinate with. Like you'll see it here, and like when you add new games to, my God, that is so many. Tabs. Is this just stuff you're up to? Is that what your browser looks like normally?
What? Yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's just not.
Wait, these tabs? These 6 tabs?
No, the one you just showed me before. It was AliExpress.
Yeah, that's not me. That's this guy. That's this dude. That's the dude's YouTube
all right.
Video. Yeah. No, this.
All right, I see. Sorry about that.
This is why this guy's got a NOS. He's got to like take all the information of the web and like throw it on his setup. Hey, what's the game called?
The Inquisitor. Maybe it hasn't been added
Not
to.
here. Yeah.
It's so sometimes this may actually just be a quirk of when it's added to. This game only unlocked this morning, so it may not be added to NVIDIA servers yet. So
Yeah.
that might just be the hiccup here.
All right, so maybe we should play some Stormgate.
I guess it's not Evil Jesus, but like we'll loop back around to well, hold on. Could we do Train Simulator first?
Tram Simulator.
Okay,
please.
I'm sorry, Tram Simulator. I'll let you do your craft, but I would like to see some Train Simulator Urban Transit.
Wait a second, am I not connected with that?
No,
That's us, okay. Patrick, right there. That's us. In that little...
Oh, hey, look at us. What's up, dog? What do you think? Hey, what do you think about cloud streaming? So as I was saying, like part of the way this works is you connect your credentials to your existing Steam and things of that nature, and then it kind of loads in a version of Steam or Epic.
I don't know what this is. Oh, is this just like master commands? Like it's all like basically macroed out so that the...
I guess so,
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sure, I agree. These games will often contain action sets. Let me change this to Tram Simulator. So I know you love The Sims, but
do I?
I feel like simulator people they have their preferences. They're their niches. Are you a train or a tram? Any of this like fall within your specific style of? Would you like?
Obviously. Okay, yeah, we got a cool grandpa here. Hell yeah. I mean, this man looks extremely retired, but...
Are we designing the people riding our trams, or is
no? I think this is our train driver.
I know. I'm sure it is.
I think this is basically perfect. The only thing I want to see is maybe the. Let's see.
What about his accessories? Does he
I want that hat. Like I'm curious.
Oh, just glasses. I see.
Just glasses.
Okay.
So where'd this hat come from? Do they all have hats?
That's not.
This is real limited. Okay.
Shoe or shoe.
All right. Yeah. All right. Let's just get tramming.
Sure. Why not?
All right. Ooh, new gamer driving school. Which way? I know.
I feel like it's just new game. I feel like we just get into it. Angel Shores. That looks like America. Oh, we get to pick.
Oh, in Angel Shores, you can live the American dream. Build your empire from one tram up to everybody's first choice of transport. Be it the entrepreneurs of Pecunia, the industrialists of Oris Harbor and Timberridge, or families on their way to Arnold Park. Everyone must get somewhere. Okay. What's the next one? All right, Patrick, that's it. That's my option.
That's it? Okay, yep. All right, that's fine. Angels, we love America.
We probably want to relax, right? This Steam
forgiving driving. Realistic and unforgiving driving, no convenience features.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
But
I think you have to start with simulation, and we have to work our way back if it seems not fun.
All right. No. Company name.
Oberhof trams, says Dave Provost.
There we go. Trams.
I mean, that's what I would have called it when I was 12. So,
Yeah. Well, we're gonna target the youth, right? We're gonna like advertise on after-school cartoons, and it's gonna be like kids in like cool, like bold, primary colored clothes with like sunglasses, being like, "Oh man, your mom's taking you home from school. We're riding trams," and then
the other good option someone had was trams rights, which is very good. Just want to acknowledge
because indeed we're in this alternate history where like trams were allowed to retain their rights to the road.
We need more funding to connect the entire city with trams. Oh, hi there. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Tony Stevenson, head of the Angel Shores Tram.
Who is this guy?
Did you hear how
who's
sick
talking to us?
To meet you face to face.
he was like muttering to himself about like
Everyone I've asked
being a tram sicko?
So let's see if you can help us make Angel Shores even better. Our goal is ambitious. We're looking to switch all public transport to trams, a massive undertaking. That's where
Hell
capable
yeah.
supporters like you come in. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start small. I've got an idea to kick things off. In San Antonio, all the major city infrastructure is concentrated in one spot. To make life smoother for our residents,
Can you move
we
your
need to
character
connect
yet?
These crucial buildings with tram lines.
Okay. What's the
one.
poster? What's the movie
Plan the
poster?
exact
You
route,
trying to get him hit?
which takes some preparation.
No physics sim.
All right, take the A train. All right, connect the Angel Shores. Most important. All right. Yes. Create route. Yes.
Goblin Sam, the new Yakuza looks wild. I mean, look, isn't there a whole Animal Crossing game in?
Yes. This was like
the new
3
Like a
hours of my
Dragon?
night the other day. It was complete.
Mhm.
I did not feel like I needed that entire interlude.
Oh, do you have to play it as like an introduction to what it is?
You
and
have to
can
do a
just-
fair bit. Like they do,
Okay.
they do give you the option, but like, you know how it is. You want to see, what's next. Hang on. So this was which route is this? This is Lincoln Street. Is that where they want me to do it? Where do you want me to put the next one? All right. So the last one I built up was Transit Terminal D, yes, and then Lincoln Street, which is this one, yeah. All right, and now apply changes.
Apply changes.
I've already purchased a tram to kickstart our project. One'll do for now, but we'll need more soon. And I've got it all set for our maiden voyage. So enjoy the ride.
Is this how working in city government works, Rob?
Yeah, I think basically that's it. You're like, I think this seems like a good idea, and then it happens.
I mean, that's been my impression of every time we rotate through a new Chicago mayor that everyone hates 6 weeks in.
All right, so we got here the two cities T01 60. We got 60 seater here, 35
Okay.
standing positions.
Uh-huh.
It's got an electric engine, 1600 kilowatts, 25 meters. What? Sorry. It's 25 meters long? That big? All right. Let's go.
That scent of leather, metal, oil. It brings back memories of my dad taking me on a new tram for the first time. Unforgettable, nostalgic moments. Perhaps you've heard of him? Mr. Stevenson Sr.
What?
Oh well, let's get started.
Why would we have heard of him?
First stop. and
'Cause
see
there's
if
gonna be
our
a story.
passengers are ready.
All right. How do I-
BCom 3, nostalgic. Yeah, yeah, I see you. I recognize you.
Yeah, how do I... All right, what do you want me to do, man?
Can you drive it? Press.
Well, it said do something and see if the Passengers are ready.
Oh shit. Let him in.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm the conductor.
Hello?
All
you
aboard.
can ask to see ticket? Yes, let's be cops.
Oh yeah. All right. No fare evasion on this tram line.
Seems to be a real hit. For now, just focus on taking good care of the passengers and the tram, and savor the moment. We can tackle other matters down the line.
All right. What else to take good care of the? Yeah, that's great. What else does it want me to do? Everyone just
like
loves
the
to be asked to see the ticket. What?
I like the little animation.
I need to go there sometime in the next few days. Maybe I'll see him.
Who's she talking to?
Sometimes I feel
Maybe she's
like
got
the
headphones on.
entire universe is just a simulation.
Great. Love it. All right. Now,
Can you put on captions?
I'm sure that I can. Settings.
I'm not sure that you can. I wouldn't go that far yet. Also, graphic settings. This is what we need to be doing this, Rob. Like, is very high the highest we can do?
Yeah.
Okay. What about advanced graphic settings?
We're not ready for that.
No.
Okay, gameplay maybe. That's a general settings. Accessibility settings? PC chatter, yes.
I don't.
But
Oh, okay.
subtitles, there we go.
Thank you.
Did I turn off the stove?
I guess just you must have to drive now.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
here
there
we
we
go.
go. There's something in front of you. Is that?
It's water.
Oh, that's just water. Okay, I was a little worried. I'm so excited for the All Directions concert next week. I can't believe I managed to get tickets.
Oh, we're making great time.
Are you gonna have to brake? Like in the corner.
The game's excited. It says I'm doing real fast.
You are speeding.
I think I left somebody behind.
Just keep. Oh, he's gone. Bye.
No. Whew. Oh man. All right.
Well, stop at this. Stop at this stop.
I don't
see
know.
what
Is
happens.
this my stop? Is this a stop?
Sure. Stop at the stop. And then get up.
Wait, why can't I just open the doors from?
You probably can. Why is he standing up? Sit down, man. Why is everybody standing up? And everyone's getting off here?
Well, wouldn't you get off this tram after what just happened? All right, now here come the people.
I love this sunny weather.
Passenger asking for route info. Don't close the door until they ask you.
You bet your ass it does. Fucking A.
Passengers trust. I think you locked an achievement.
Oh man. See, when you're a tram driver, you can uphold the law and serve the community.
Well, it doesn't have to be a binary like this RoboCop bullshit.
Hey, wait, is this just what train simulators are like? I could have just been living my beautiful little, like, conductor life all this time. Ooh, what's this?
Well, that's how they're paying to get a ticket, I assume.
Uh-oh, shit, no!
Well, at least you're not speeding.
That was a nice car. I'd rather be driving that.
Another cool thing about GeForce Now is if you know anyone that owns like an NVIDIA graphics card. Like it has some pretty nifty like highlights, kind of capture tools to grab, you know, cool things that happen in a game, like speeding on your tram.
Patrick?
Yeah, Rob? Uh-huh.
Is this my route?
Yeah, look in the corner. That's my stop.
Out of the way, the logging truck.
And you too could use features like NVIDIA highlights, which kind of capture moments
Patrick,
in the game.
We have to drive the route. That's what the WASD commands are for.
Okay. Rob's so concerned about the route, I can't get through the part of the ad read. He's just so concerned about the route. You're off the route, Rob. You're off. Oh, it's resetting the route.
Oh shit! Well, go right. Go right. I didn't realize trams were so like free to just wander the roads. I thought they were like, this is amazing.
Does this happen with actual trams? Does it recalculate the route if they miss it?
I'll bet it does. I'll bet you can just be like, hey, switch me onto that route.
So normally things like NVIDIA Highlighter are things that happen if you natively have a card in your machine, but if you're using GeForce Now, it's just kind of built into the system, so it can capture things, upload it to the cloud, and so you know, moments like discovering how the controls work so you can go on the correct route can be captured and shared with friends and family.
What? How did I end up here?
I ask myself this all the time.
Yeah, let's stop here.
Yeah,
this is pretty good, Rob. This is pretty good. Use indicators in approaching or leaving a stop. Oh, okay. Q and E. Just open those doors. People got phones.
Yeah. What?
What did she say?
What?
After a while, it stops sounding like a word.
Was she saying my bones?
I have
My bones.
no idea. None.
I mean, I gotta be honest, you know, but I feel like this game's really showing off what is capable of the GeForce Now Ultimate tier. You know, if you want access to not just RTX, but 120 frames a second.
Oh, we got a Faravator on this thing.
Oh,
somebody was like, "I hope they don't check the." I hope
get
they
up.
don't.
Get off of your seat.
Yeah, hang on.
I gotta be honest, that guy looked like.
Yeah, that guy had Faravator energy.
Yeah, I didn't. Hat, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, where is it? All right,
Okay.
all right.
All right. Hooligan. Nope. Okay, cool guy.
Oh. All right. Get the fuck off.
Can you kick him out? Well, he paid.
Oh, is that what he did?
Yeah.
All right, good. Oh! Oh, we're just racking them up.
I could have sworn that guy didn't have a ticket.
Oh, this dirtbag doesn't have a ticket. Damn. Did you see the size of that fine?
It was like $2, wasn't it?
No, dude. One of those people was charged 120 euro.
Damn. Scrubby McDub, Class Trader Rob. I don't think you've watched enough of these streams. The moment we are given any manner of power, go watch when we played City Skylines.
Oh. You don't think it was right to build the super prison and the intelligence center?
Cop City is a great idea, it turns out.
Uh-oh. What if I don't get to the stop soon? Is this guy going to soil my tram?
No. Surely not. A snack machine on the tram? What do you think this is?
A train?
Also, I thought we were in the suburbs. Like, we're surrounded by the tropics. Where
You
are
have
we?
tropics. You have tropical suburbs.
I suppose
I'm
so. I'd
picking up
love
a
to
little
live in
too
a
much
tropical
speed.
suburb.
This honestly feels like a little bit like I'm in Yakuza again, like little like a dragon. All right, what do we
You're
got
not wrong.
here? All right.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
All right. Who wants off?
Who needs to pee?
We've almost. Did we do it?
First ride was a success,
Oh,
just like Sam promised.
fuck yeah, we nailed it, Rob.
Formidable team.
Do tutorials,
Terminal is set
follow
to
the
be
route.
big-time
Don't worry
business
about it.
route. It looks like it's on track to become the hub that Angel Shores truly deserves.
All right, bye, folks.
Thornhill. I got busted for fare evasion during an internship in Geneva. I rode the tram for my commute every day and never paid. The fine was in the hundreds, but was at the end of my internship, so I never paid. Godspeed, Thornhill.
All right, how do I upgrade this? There we go.
Upgrade tram.
It's crucial to level up the stops so we can easily link up with other routes. Over time, this will help the whole district grow and prosper. You know the drill. Better stops mean a better district.
Patrick, these are the principles that guide
When I first
current
took
municipal
over
governance.
Trish's project, all of Angel Shores with trams, I'll admit I had my doubts. But
You've
it doesn't
unlocked
make
an
me
ad?
confident.
Hold on.
Transportation is like hitting the high note in a rock ballad. It'll put Angel Shores in pole position
Wow.
on a global scale. Also, good news on the tram front. The city has given the green light to expand the tramway across the bay. Now, the highway rails may take a bit longer to build, but the rest of the network is primed and ready. We've even got our tram hub up and running in Sunkiss and are working on more tram stops, as long as our budget allows. Let's head over to the hub and snag another tram.
I
Yeah,
love
let's just go snag another tram, Rob.
GTT, Grand Theft Tram.
Get 1 paydays with Green City ad on your trams?
Being
What?
Where's the Sunkiss? Where's the Sunkiss? Sunkiss Tram. Where's this thing? Is this it? Is that it? No.
A. Swanson. This is like a hyper-idealized libertarian paradise. If East Tram was an independent business, they'd have to compete on quality.
Hey, where the fuck
West.
is Sun?
People are saying west.
West.
Sunkiss,
Sunkiss.
there it is.
There we go. Hell yeah.
I used to drink a lot of Sun. It was Sun Kissed? Or
Oh,
Sun
sorry.
Kissed? What was the?
Sloat Boulevard. How do I get? What's this hub? There we go. There we go. Do I have to just
You
drive
mean
my
if-
tram over there?
Well, hit select. Like, can you hit?
There we go. I just took the tram. Whoa.
Can we access the snack box? Aw.
No.
They should
But
let
hang
our
on.
character jump.
Activate the terminal, and let's get that beauty on board.
This is how.
Our budget
This is,
got a boost, courtesy of Ted Kane from the local government. So expanding our fleet is a piece of cake.
Rob, is this a corruption story?
No, this is people working together to improve the lives and the lives of the citizens and decarbonize the economy. Get with it, Patrick. All right, now which of these babies do we get? We already have that one. Can I not buy a different one? Didn't I already buy this? I already own that one.
Did it say which one? Do we have to buy one specific, like a specific one?
I thought we were gonna get a new tram. I just don't want a second tram. I want a new tram.
We need more money, man.
Oh, is that what it is? Hang on.
No, we
buy
have
a new
3.
tram. No, I think we just have to buy whatever.
Buy whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
This is bullshit. All right. I guess we'll buy this boring ass. Wait, hang on. Hang on. That was an unlock thing.
What was an unlock thing?
I'm going to try holding this down.
That's got to be progress locked because we have the money for it.
Maybe. Damn. All right.
There has to be an infinite money cheat. I can look in a minute, but we're okay right now.
For us. We can earn some extra revenue by displaying ads on our trams.
Oh?
Let's seize this opportunity and choose a partner to showcase their ads on all of our trams. And hey, while we're at it, how about we give our trams a fresh coat of paint? The gray is a bit dull, don't you think?
Yeah, let's put some racing stripes on this thing.
Customize a tram. I think you have to get out and go to that same kiosk you were at. The other option is the tram management. I love that there is a first person. Like, this could all be menus. It doesn't have to be this way.
Oh, no, I can't get out. Let me out of the tram. Hey, bro.
I saw the icon. Oh, that was use seat. Change to garage. Oh, is garage maybe just in your menus?
Garage. There we go.
Oh, you just pat, yeah.
All right. Yeah, now. Yeah.
What color options we got?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now we got a fucking tram.
Oh, hell yeah. Christmas feeling cozy, Christmas town.
Ooh. All right, now how do I get that ad on it?
It must be in customize.
Must be.
You must have just missed it. Advertisement. Ooh, interior section. Let's go to that after this.
Which is the one that I'm... Green City? Was that it?
I think so, yeah. Interior.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right, which of these will conceal vomit the best?
Well, I think you got to stick to the Halloween theme.
Yeah,
I think,
there we go.
I think, yeah.
The puke will just blend right into that.
Mm-hmm.
Take the tram, save a tree. Yeah.
Ow, that's how we're getting all that government money. We're doing something
This
good.
will definitely amp up our visual appeal.
I
Really
agree.
make our trams stand out. Now, I've got a brilliant idea for where to kick off our new advertising campaign. I believe the beautiful neighborhoods of Sunkiss and Valley Spring have untapped potential. They're filled with fantastic pubs and restaurants, perfect for night owls. By creating a line there, we'll boost the economy and elevate the entire area. Trust me on this.
We definitely want the night owls to have access to a
Yeah.
tram late at night.
Oh!
That is a good thing.
Oh! Get them on the Halloween train.
Hey, buddy. I'm sure you're good to drive, but you're great to ride.
Iridium hat and coat, tram strokers, Dracula.
With a route that peaks at night, add 1 paydays with Green City ad on. All right. So we need to create the route. Sunkiss. Is that it? That's just. All right. So we're gonna.
This game has got to have mods, right? I'm gonna, and it's not nothing we can do today. Tram Simulator Urban Transit. What's happening here over on Steam?
Oh, all right. No, wait. So we want to create the route, right? Hang on. Give me the goddamn. All right, there we go. Oop. Nope. All right. There we go. All right, what's selected here? Stop that. All right, there we go. Why are you looping? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, does it not? Okay. I think. So this is the first stop, right? We remove that. What if we did this? No. We could be better. Yeah. There we go.
Rob.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the Steam page of this game and trying to see if it had mod support. Doesn't seem to have it at the moment.
Yeah.
But then I went to the forums trying to see if there were any links out to things like that. And so one of the messages in the forum was support for the Logitech heavy equipment panel would be great. I was like, what is the Logitech heavy equipment panel? Are you aware of the Logitech heavy equipment side panel for $149.99? It is for, and I quote, custom simulation farm management and a more immersive experience with enhanced command of farming machines and attachments. Features front loader stick and 25 plus programmable controls. What the
Well, of course you want to play that with that. Like, yes. That sounds like a great way to play this game.
Oh my god.
All right, all aboard the tram.
Logitech. Can I reach out to other brands during a sponsored stream?
Hey,
Like
get us the heavy equipment thingy.
It is a business expense, but what if Logitech wanted us to run a... Could we run a farm?
All right, so now you can see we're riding at night, and I hope we get some real creeps and weirdos on this tram. Oh no, out of the way.
They have a whole farm gear section. What?
Oh shit, fuck.
Yeah?
I missed my turn.
But you know what? Rob hasn't missed his term because of GeForce Now.
No.
GeForce Now is how we're... So you're watching this on a Twitch stream, or perhaps on a video, an archive video on YouTube, youtube.com/@RemapRadio. And I'm watching... Rob is playing it on his computer through GeForce Now. He is sending it to me so I can watch it locally on my computer.
Uh-oh.
And then you are watching it. Yeah. Don't forget
Sand
about
dropping.
sand dropping. You're watching it through Twitch or YouTube, and it looks great. It runs great. Crack jokes about like hiccups as a result of GeForce Now to make up for Rob's driving skills or tramming skills or lack thereof. But the cool part is, if you're interested in trying out GeForce Now, I mean, you can do so by downloading the native app, which is available on some app stores, some TVs. If it's not available on an app store that you prefer, most of the time you can just load up a web browser if you got access to one and go to play.geforcenow.com. And the nice part is that you can just hook up many of the games you already own, with new games added every Thursday from Steam, Uplay, Epic Game Store, and GOG.com. I'm always going to want to call that Good Old Games. I know that's not what they're doing these days.
I refuse.
But,
no, what's a GOG?
I don't know what a GOG is.
No,
but it's
shit. Fuck.
Oh my god. And what it means is, like, you can do something as grandiose is what I've done, where you are playing Cyberpunk 2077 on a 70-inch TV, like, you know, using an NVIDIA Shield hardware device, or you can be on your phone, your laptop, a tablet, and stream games at high frame rates, all the fun dials loaded to the max. And I gotta be honest, like I said, I played Phantom Liberty more or less start to finish using GeForce Now on my own, just because I wanted to be able to play it on a separate TV. And I really struggled to tell the difference between how that would have looked natively. I mean, would it have been sharper? Like, yeah, but like it looked great, and I was able to essentially replicate much of the experience of my PC from the convenience of my couch, my TV, and that. Oh, okay. You crashed into an op. Is that what we're calling people?
It's a car, so it's the natural.
I like that you.
It's the natural enemy of the tram.
If we were look up the tram decks, much like a Pokedex, it would tell us.
We're here to settle some fucking scores.
And so a Train Simulator is one of the new games that is available this week on GeForce Now, but they have over 1,800 games, and the last game that we'll play. I know that most people. I know that I can hear you saying wheel, 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 and we will do. Rob will finish up a route, or we'll find some natural off ramp here, and we will spin the wheel at least once to see what comes up, because our wheel plucks from the 1,800 plus games that are on GeForce Now across all those platforms.
No, fuck! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh.
What did you do?
Nothing. I accidentally went back to where I started. Patrick, I have not made a single stop yet. I have not made a single stop in this game. Out of my way. I have not.
The J Mags. Rob, you're in Tramble.
Alright. Where is... Oh no.
Transport 30 passengers between... How much more time you got?
All night.
Uh-huh. Code Fire CV. The tram requires more vehicles, Steve. Why are we back here, Rob?
Because it's it needed to. There we go.
50 miles an hour. Yeah, fucking gun it.
Look, I'm here to pick some people up. Alright, there's no one here.
Looper Fox. It's pretty amazing how Rob can get lost driving a tram on rails.
Oh no.
Rockbuster, gotta pick up more hostages.
Oh god, I'm heading into Eclipse Bay. Oh shit.
It says out of service, Rob. Do you have anyone on there? Do you have any customers?
I have aboard this tram the hopes and dreams of a city. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We're just gonna whip through Eclipse Bay here. It's pretty spooky. Hey, wait, Patrick. Where did our vinyls go?
Did you pick the wrong train?
No, I didn't. Uh-oh. All right, well. They took away our vinyls. Look, I'm simulating the green line. All right, here we got to stop. There's people. Nope, we don't. There's nobody there. Yeah, let's hit it. Oh yeah, we're gonna pick up some real speed here. See, it's got that
56 miles an
exclamation
hour?
point because, like, this is good speed. The game is pleased. Like, whoa. Way to top this thing out.
Oh, this looks like a fun party. Can we get out here?
Driving routes rewards experience points to earn... I'm sorry, is this town Dubai?
Also, the Golden Gate Bridge is over there.
This town is happening.
Yeah, I want to hang out here.
The town is thriving because it has trams.
It's all they want. They all Polka went to the polls. Oh Jesus.
It's fine.
Does this
it's
person
fine.
want to get in?
No. He was cringing at the carnage that unfolded in front of him. Ooh. I could go for a triple decker.
Yeah, you're gonna need one after this.
All right,
Where
now-
are we?
Hey, it's not highlighting the route anymore. Hey, where am I?
You're on free roam.
No, but I want to be on a route. This route. All right, now it'll take me somewhere. Oh no.
Still
Oh
says
no,
free
not
roam.
this. Not
It
this.
still says free.
Not this. No. No. Ah. Well, anyway, I think I think we drive it now. Yeah, tram route 2, drive now. All right. Now, taking it from the top, where you get it right.
Oh, I thought you were winding down the segment, and instead you were just switching trams.
All right, now.
That's
up
cool. That was just our tutorial.
Yeah, we were just warming up. We were just... All right, now this is a people. We got this right here. This is a stop.
Mm-hmm. Use the indicators when approaching or leaving a stop. Make sure you're using Q and E.
All right, now. All aboard.
Come on. Choo choo ride it. Choo choo. Come on, ride it. Choo choo ride it. Choo choo. Hey. But you really got to accost this lady for her ticket? Like after what you've been demonstrating?
After the trouble I went to get here, I think we need to be paid. Like 12 cars were just destroyed to bring this tram here.
So are trams out here dropping sand behind them?
Your day is done, taxi. Nobody will want you. Nobody will want you soon. Yeah, I don't know what the sand dropping is.
It's got to be a thing.
It's got to be.
Be an odd thing to add to a game. Simulating trams, if that was not the case.
All right, get ready, folks.
Tram. Where's our tram?
Oh, perfect halting.
Perfect halting.
Oh,
There we go.
Mwah. Mwah. Oh, all aboard. Damn right.
Rob's not even letting them sit down. It's just...
Hey. Hey, man, you got a ticket? Oh, no, you don't. You don't.
Got him.
See, you don't need, like, funny little turnstile gates and, like, platoons of police to do this. You just need one person with a little clipboard. And whatever you call those little ticket, the little, like, coin dispensers. They don't do that anymore, but I miss it. All right, now.
According to Gandado, probably I think pulling this from somewhere, a sandbox is a container on most locomotives, multiple units and trams that hold sand, which is dropped on the rail in front of the driving wheels in wet and slippery conditions, and on steep grades to improve traction.
Somebody said there's a bad smell on the train.
Ah, that's probably the city. That's not our tram, Rob.
No.
Where's that cool music coming from? Oh,
Yeah.
well.
That
Did you
wasn't a
just go
stop.
past
That
the
wasn't a
stop?
stop. That
Not a stop.
It was not one of our stops. And look at me not hitting that truck.
Why don't you get credit for that, where it says perfect
Yeah.
not hitting car? Dornath. The city smells bad because there are still cars. And it's true. You know, if you were to run the, you know, Rob, if you were to poll the people of this town and they're like, hey, it really seems like these trams are running into the cars a lot. But where would you rather be? In the tram or in the car?
100%. You gotta be in the tram.
That's what she meant.
I want that lady to come back who was mumbling to herself.
Oh, like being like, man, this word just stops making any sense the more you say it.
Yes. Yes. Fedora-looking motherfucker.
Damn. Oh man.
Oh look, you can open the doors now. You see that? Which is 2.
Hell yeah.
You skip a whole step.
I'll be honest, I kind of liked patrolling the train.
Well, yeah, but you could hit 2, then get up.
Yeah.
And by the time you're out there, people are already.
Dispense that street justice.
Yeah. Is there a side quest in the new RoboCop game where you can just be a train conductor? Like, can we get some crossover DLC between these 2 games?
Oh, let's get up this hill. Let's get up this hill. We don't need no sand. We don't need sand. I believe in us. We don't need sand. We just needed grit and know-how, but not sand grit. Like different grit. Uh-oh. Alright, this is gonna be a little... We got a little chicane coming up.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
You got
oh,
it. You're
shit.
speeding. You're speeding.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Get
Look
it,
at
get
that.
It, take it. Take it.
Oh, nailed it. Nailed it.
No, we're not. What do those things in the top mean? What are those little...
What little things?
There's like little stars at the top that happen when you're speeding.
Oh, I don't know.
You see that?
Yeah. Wonder what that's about.
Are they dinging us for for the speeding?
No, I think those are like...
Congratulations. Good job.
Yeah, it's like you're collecting stars, like Mario.
When I play a video game, I want the stars to fill up. Now hit 2.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
That's right. Yeah, you can all use the back door. Come on. Oh, don't act like it's so difficult to get on this tram just because I parked it here. You can walk a quarter of a block. Now, I'll bet you want to go somewhere, don't you? Well, first, let's make sure you have the right. I've destroyed like 12 cars tonight, so we need we need fines.
Really? I won? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh.
Oh, damn. What's it?
What did
take?
she win?
Danced my heart out at the rave yesterday. I'm still a wreck.
I assume she won like a
Maybe a
scratch
lot of
off.
scratch
Yeah,
off? Yeah. Do trams have indicators?
Yeah, look, I've turned on the
Hey,
indicator.
Shut the fuck up, Joe, whoever you are.
Yeah, we're gonna make it Jover for him.
Did you notice I took that out of the story?
Yeah.
Someone did so 8 minutes passed between 2 edits that you did in that rough draft.
Yeah.
Where was that you searching to try and figure out what Jover
No,
is?
I marked off. I was like, huh, what the hell is this? And then I continued editing, and then I was like, wait, is that a Biden thing? And that was it just occurred to me much later. It was like,
It's very good.
politicians' temptation to do things with names like that. It's Jover. We've got Jomentum.
I do. This was a naturally occurring meme, as opposed to one by the campaign, but nonetheless.
Well, are we sure it was a naturally occurring meme, or is it like a Brooklyn Dad Defiant type thing where it's like, oh, here
well,
I'm just an internet user like you. I'm just passionate about mainstream democratic politics. It looks like a nice little shop, man. This town's got it going on. I'm feeling magnanimous. I'm not searching these people.
that's so kind of you.
Yeah.
They'll talk of you after they get off this tram.
Oh, what's this? That's a meter of some sort filling up.
Oh, that's what video games do. And we love them for it.
I don't know, folks. You tell me where we should head next, because I kind of fucked up this route.
How much is left? Like, is there an ending to this route, or?
Oh my god. This was not my intent. All right, Patrick. Maybe we should go to the wheel.
Let's go to the wheel. All right, that has been Tram Simulator Urban Transit. It is one of the new games available on GeForce Now.
Oh. That truck
he
got trucked.
Now, if you don't have a PC that can run this at the highest possible settings, don't you worry.
It's running real
GeForce
good.
Now has got you covered. Got you covered. So, all right, Rob is going to drop out of this. We are going to switch over to the wheel. One of Remap / Waypoint's most common fallbacks for what should we do? I don't know. Spin a wheel.
Yeah.
And in this case, it is the 1,800 plus games available on GeForce.
Have you updated it? This is one of the folks in the video were like, we've added so much since the last time the wheel was spun.
I think the only thing I haven't done was like add the games from like each. Like I need to. This is not a full spread. I'll do that by next week. It's mostly updated, but I would not call it a complete list of everything on GeForce.
All right, listen, folks, watch your ears. I don't
that.
know what's going to happen here.
Oh, the browser is going to be really loud, Rob. Like, I can't hear. Hopefully the audience can. Yeah, Rob. Okay. Volume's fine. Okay. All right. Good. It didn't help when I saw.
Oh, I bet Kato would have made sure that wasn't dangerous.
So this literally represents the 1,800 plus games on GeForce Now. I had to find multiple different wheel services that could accommodate this number of items. It was extremely difficult to find that. And yes, I believe I set the wheel spinning at like a minute. So it's a full, really makes you earn it. Black Book. All right, I'm looking it up. That's familiar, but I don't know. Oh, Kato actually talked about this game.
Yeah.
Okay, if you resync your library on Steam, you should have it.
All right, I'm gonna throw us out to card real quick.
Yep.
Just briefly because I think I might have to
Well,
do some back end Steam stuff to make sure this happens. So we'll still be here. It's just gonna look at
we'll
the
be right
card
back.
for a second. Welcome back to GeForce Now and Black Book.
So Black Book is one of, as we said, one of 1,800 plus games available on GeForce Now. Kato has talked about this game, not at Remap. This is Waypoint era. This game came out in 2021. Read the description off of Steam. Black Book is a dark RPG adventure based on Slavic myths in which you play as a young sorceress. Fight evil forces in card-based battles and explore the world where humans live alongside mythological creatures. This game has an awesome art style. I think I played, there was a demo on like a Steam Next Fest years ago that I played and was quite charmed by. And I don't have a great reason why I didn't play the final game because it looked very, very cool.
Let's dig in. We open with a little quote from Revelation. New game. I could be an apprentice, or I could be Znatka.
Yeah, I mean, for the sake of this, maybe you dial this one back, just to sort of.
You just don't want me. You don't want me to tram sim Black Book.
I think like Transim, off the rails on hard, funny. I don't know that losing in cards repeatedly necessarily has the same appeal.
I will tell you a story. It happened long ago, even before the revolution. It happened here, not far from Cherdin.
Is game audio okay for people, or is it a little low?
Game is extremely quiet.
Fostering an orphan girl. He was a Noah. Everyone called him Old Yegor. She didn't want to become a witch, but he taught her his craft.
All right,
She was
punched it up a bit.
married to a special young man.
Iridium hat and coat. Play the volume card.
But this young man took.
People are saying it's pretty good
He
now.
was later buried beyond the gates of the churchyard,
Boy, that's a huge skipping over thing.
which meant that he would pass straight to hell.
Oh, this is just like the opening of Kingdom of Heaven.
As for the orphan, Vasilisa, she refused to accept it. She was intent on bringing back his soul from the inferno.
That's Ridley Scott, right?
Yeah,
It has like the infamous the movie's actually good director's cut
Yeah.
that people are trying to convince themselves is also maybe going to be true of Napoleon.
yeah. I am less
It was
convinced
for that reason
of that.
Vasilisa agreed to become a witch. But to become one, she needed to be initiated in a banya or at a crossroads. And so, Vasilisa set out for the crossroads.
That's ominous. I know that's just a studio credit, but the way it's put there.
This is gorgeous, though.
Oh, this game has an incredible look.
Great music. I am. I'm ready to go sicko mode on these peasants.
I slept poorly last night. I took a tram, and it just never stopped. It never got me home.
So I'll just say this, like the opening of Kingdom of Heaven, if you only saw the theatrical cut, there's basically an entire first act they removed that did not make the theatrical cut. That from a plot standpoint, you could maybe cut, but thematically it lays like the foundation for the entire film as a meditation on like faith and grief and loss and like the nature of living in a fallen world. That's the entire like what this movie's gonna do is laid out in this first act that they just totally cut to get to the part where it's like you're a wizard, Harry, but for being a crusader.
You haven't. You never sat at the table. Where are you now, sweetheart? Where are you headed? Relatives, and from the warm summer, departed. There's no entrance or exit for you, it seems. Cold Mother Earth. There isn't even a churchyard fence to hold on to.
So I missed a beat. Like we've condemned our boyfriend to hell. Is that what happened here?
No, he took his own life, so he's condemned to hell.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
I mean the rule part. That seems unfair.
Yeah.
It'll all be well. All will be. I'll accept this knowledge from Grandpa, though I know what you thought of that.
Well, and that's why she's gonna go like break down the gates of hell to like spring him.
Fuck yeah.
But there's no other choice.
It's kind of like a reverse Ocean's 11, but for your ex's immortal soul.
Mm-hmm.
Myself. Sleep for now. Sleep. I won't be long. They didn't bury him in the holy ground.
All right. Nope.
Oh, they didn't bury him in holy ground. Would that have helped him?
No, that's why he's like because he is because he took his own life, he can't be in holy ground because it's a sin against the church. Literally, this is the opening of Kingdom of Heaven. It's like we're gonna make sure that your loved one can't see paradise because like despair overtook them. And let me tell you, Orlando Bloom has some feelings about that at the opening of Kingdom of Heaven. She has some feelings about it too, but she's gonna, I think, do some witchery to.
I would say Kingdom of Heaven is not a fantasy film, right? It's a historical.
Yeah, it's a
drama.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was like, I've never seen Kingdom of Heaven. My understanding was that it was did not actually involve wizards.
Oh man, what's this way though? Oh, I guess there's nothing for us there. This is sort of like the opening of Full Throttle, where it's just you're never going back. Maybe I can.
Oh hell yeah!
Maybe I can.
Let us stream Full Throttle, GeForce Now.
So
They might let you. I don't know if that's on there. I could look at the wheel.
I have to go to the crossroads. I have nothing to do in the village.
What's this little weird sign? Oh, it's a scarecrow.
He guards Vilgard, it seems.
All right, you got some herbs.
No Full Throttle. But don't worry. If we spin this wheel enough times, Rob could play Garfield Kart Furious Racing.
Of the night is
Hell yeah.
filled with anticipation. You're at Mikhail's crossroads, along with old Yegor. You know the ritual that has to be done, but you've never thought of what might happen once it's complete. However, the time to draw the circle has come.
RF Pillar. I know my grandmother had two. Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, shit. We're getting spammed.
What's happening? Oh, this is.
I've never seen this happen before.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good.
No.
Hey, Patrick, can we get in the back end there? And this is like a million. What?
But I don't know how to stop it.
Yeah, but like I thought we had settings in place to like prevent people from just showing up.
Someone just put it.
Thank
in
God.
Mode. Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
I'll go back and delete.
Yeah.
All those.
But hang on, maybe it was a hot software, huh? maybe we're just keeping the people from learning about the new hotness. People are like, do you want to make $5,000 a day using Jellyfin for free from your home? All right.
I shouldn't have brought up the fact that Full Throttle wasn't on GeForce Now. I brought up a cursed phrase. It hurt people.
Where have you been? It will be midnight soon. Go over there by that milepost.
Yeah, all good, all good. Thank you for Radamero for cleaning it up.
Damn.
Everything you need for the ritual.
We'll move out of emote chat once that's all taken care of.
Take the candles. We'll light them and draw a circle.
Cherdyn, 16 miles. Solikamsk, 102 miles. Nirop, 21 miles.
So, Patrick, this game has incredible vibes.
It does.
But it's also a bit sedate for a GeForce Now Thursday.
Let's see if we can get to at least one card.
Yeah, let's get to a battle. Why are you keeping us from the battles? That
well, you
looks like
could
stuff.
You could quit and just go to the battle mode if you just wanted to see the battles.
Oh wait, no, these are spooky lights. Wait, that's an error.
But the fact that we could just quit out and try something else, I think, speaks to one of the cool parts about GeForce Now, which is that it's just gonna boot the game up and you're gonna start playing, as opposed to waiting for it to load and install and do all that nonsense that you have to do for, especially games these days that are like increasingly. You could have good internet, Ethernet, locked in, and it's like if a game is 140 gigs, like it's still going to take a minute for that to get on your system. I had a very funny moment where I think I had like Lies of P. I was trying to figure out if I was going to do that as part of a stream I was doing last year, and I couldn't decide. And I installed and uninstalled it like 3 times over the course of 48 hours. And that keeps going like 100 gig plus. It's like, this is what I pay for the unlimited data for, so that I don't have to worry about that. All right, chat is back on. Thank you to the mods for handling, cleaning up. Congrats to us. We unlocked our first spam train. That's the first time I've seen that happen.
Spam tram, please.
Spam tram, yes, correct.
Yes, give me your knowledge, old man.
That's a black book.
I'll be frank, that feels more powerful than other books.
Would you look at that? What power emanates from the book? The seal is open. It seems great sorcery lurks in
Well, think about it later. Hey, let's put a pin in the Great Sorcery.
Now speak the words I taught you.
Oh, just read that spell. Let's just rip the band-aid off.
I'll get up without crossing myself, but I will go to the crossroads. Around the crossroads, I'll draw a circle and step into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I shall speak. Good merchants, come and buy my cat.
What?
Okay.
For this cat, give me neither inconvertible ruble nor a fine hat,
Sure.
but bestow me with knowledge of the dark and eyes with vision sharp. So as I have said, so it will be.
Woodrose, that Black Book animation looked like a booster pack opening sequence.
My words are stone.
Here are your
Oh, wow.
messages.
Okay.
Now listen carefully.
Oh, this is awesome.
Your life.
It's a big dog.
Good dog. Good doggy. Good evil hell doggy.
You have to defeat.
No, I don't want to defeat this. I want to befriend this thing.
Time for your first Sagavar.
Welcome to your first battle. Each battle consists of turns. You and your enemy take turns, but you always get to go first. You win when you destroy all enemies before you, reducing their health to 0. Okay. This is your Black Book. Try using Arazi. Pages you have. Okay.
All right.
Such enchanted words protect from demons, but this protection fades quickly. Now draw up a complete Sagavar.
Do we have a... Okay, Zagaver's spell. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so... Can I do like a...
You can pages and keys.
Okay.
Good job, Vasya. This demon is nearly beaten. A couple more spells to rid the world of it.
Wait, what did this demon do to you?
Maybe this is all just a necessary step to like... Ooh.
To understand the demons?
Yeah, like, once we prove we're worthy, we get a dog.
I see. I see.
It's like, this is the can you take care of your demon test. Like... Wait, so waste 3 deals 3 damage each turn, ignoring shield. That's nice. Unnecessary though. And then, ooh, oh yeah, we're just gonna nuke it. There we go.
Plebeian, is Kata gonna be back in time to do a Next Fest stream? Yeah, Steam Next Fest ends on Monday. Kato is in theory going to, while on their vacation, at least look at the Steam app, or we'll try and do that on Monday to download a handful of demos. Our hope is to continue our regular Steam Next Fest lightning round streams where we play through a game for 15 minutes to move on to the next one. I've already downloaded 10-ish games, and hopefully Kata will do as well. And if we already have them installed on our machines, in theory, we can still do the Next Fest stream, even if Next Fest has wound down by the time we actually do it.
All right, I gotta go into the gates of hell now.
Got it. You just simply cannot say no. Flame Environment, I hope you check out Pacific Drive. It looks great. I had like early access to that demo a couple of weeks back, but that game comes out in
It's soon,
2
right?
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the end of the month, and so I kind of just set it aside, figuring I'll just wait to play the finished game. But it looks incredible.
So Patrick,
Yeah.
I mean, look, would you go to all this trouble for someone who's like just, you know, really like ultimately they're just not buried in consecrated ground?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think your dog is wondering if you're going to do that for them. I think the dog is saying, yeah, you should do that, Rob. Why do you have to bring it up? Why
That's
are we
true.
questioning this?
That's true. Oh, wow.
This Satan? Or Satan equivalent?
It feels like it, right? It's just a big horned demon.
Big old guy.
But will you be able to open the rest? This is another matter entirely.
Oh, we don't know who this is.
I'm curious. Can the Black Book grant any wish?
Indeed, as legend dictates. Who knows? Perhaps you shall meet your beloved soon.
That seems double-edged.
Yeah, is this like a Pet Cemetery situation, Rob? You get them back.
Wait, is it
but,
not good that they
not
come
the
back?
same? I don't know. I don't know how the rules work in this world.
No one, heaven, earth, or beneath it, has ever been able to open the scroll or look upon it. Yet.
But then who wrote it?
How do I open the seals?
Or was it kind of just like
Hey,
typing without looking at
the
the
trade
page?
deadline just passed. Did the Bulls do anything? Did we get rid of anybody? I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, you need to look up. Because, like... So the thing...
Almost certainly not. Almost certainly
No,
not.
they're just going to be like... that front office is like, we have so many good players, we refuse to deal them.
What sort of devil are you?
How rude, Vasilisa. I'm your chief advisor. It is I who grants you the powers of a Khaldun.
Yeah, we got.
Become better acquainted.
Yeah, we got nothing. We
Dude,
didn't
this
add
is-
anybody. We didn't get rid of anybody.
This is like me when I start a franchise mode and I'm so overwhelmed, I just like freeze and I'm like, run the calendar. And like the trade deadline goes sailing back and I'm like, well, players I've got are pretty good.
God, I hate our team.
We would simply, they should simply play better basketball.
Like, you're never gonna get a better deal for Alex Caruso, and I love him. He's the most fun player on the team. But like, let's be real. Send him back to the Lakers.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, also he's the only watchable thing on that team. That's not true. The young guys, like, the Bulls are a very watchable team. They're just not good.
Yeah, like I like watching Kobe White.
Yeah.
That's a piece you can build around for the next 10 years. Go get different pieces. I feel like I'm stuck in hell and have to break 6 seals to get the goddamn Bulls to do anything.
See, Demon wants to make sure we do something with trade deadline.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
You got to build around a star, right? That's it.
And the star of my heart is my boyfriend in this game.
Surely I will only need one at most.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then why did you let me choose one?
Love at first bite. Bulls haven't made a trade involving a current NBA player since fall 2021.
That's an amazing stat.
Oh my god.
They just put down the controller after COVID and have not come back.
Perhaps we'll meet again. If you manage to open the
If we open the seals, Rob, do the Bulls trade their players for assets? Wow, title card. Nailed it. Well, we'll get a little bit further in this, and then I think we'll wind down this stream. Unless you want to take one more whack at the wheel. Did you want to see what the wheel feeds you one last time?
I do. I want one more.
All right.
I need one more little nibble.
All right, let's go. Let's spin that wheel one more time. This is Black Book.
It seems cool, but
it's slow.
I crave variety.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here to help you.
All right, get ready, folks. Your ears. Stuff's gonna happen.
Once again, this is the 1,800 plus games on GeForce Now. I managed to find a digital wheel service that has my options, which require all the games being put on there. Many wheels are like, you can put 10 things on, 15 things on. Like, I want to use all the RAM I have to spin this wheel. What do you got? Dota 2. No, Dota was on the other wheel. I mean, Dota is on this wheel? Is that how we played it?
I think we started removing things as they came up.
Right, but the origin story of playing Dota was that it came up here.
Yeah, it was our first poll.
That's incredible. You can't fake art. What do we got?
You're kidding me. You are kidding me.
Okay. I probably have that on.
Oh, I do. Don't worry about it. Wait.
We're good? Okay.
It's offline for maintenance. Oh, wait, but Saints Row the Third Remastered is live.
All right. I have added that to my account, so you can go resync that. Is it, Lubra, is this the one in hell? No.
That's Get Out of Hell.
Get Out of Hell.
That's the fourth
Saints
one, right?
No, I think it's the fifth one, right?
Johnny dies in the third, right?
Yeah, it's the fifth one. Yeah, it happened. Like, the arc of the series sort of ends with 4, and then 5 was like Yakuza, in which it came from like a place of like empathy and caring,
Yeah.
and so whatever its missteps were, I feel like are more representative of where the culture was, as opposed to a game or a series that was ever mean-spirited.
Yeah, well, and I think like,
Trust me, Burke. It'll be real.
yeah, in general, Saints Row's always felt like a game, heart in the right place, and also in some ways like the edginess. I think it was like, I'm increasingly going to this metaphor because it's such a part of my life right now. But like pilling the dog, it was like we're edgy, and we're just wrapping that edginess around like messages of inclusivity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, people. Nobody moves. Nobody dies.
Sorry, jumped his line. Can we go again?
You all know the drill.
That's right. They're like, they've got like a shitty Tom Cruise alike, right? Who's like learning how to be a criminal. Yeah. Tilly is also learning how to be a criminal.
Oh, that's different.
Man, it's an oldie but goodie. A bunch of unlikely looking people drawing down suddenly on the gangsters.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the ball? Go to hell. You want to play, motherfucker?
Ooh, these
All right, Rob,
controls are...
kill the guards. Classic video game.
Oh, the boy, the left-right panning seems really slow, and then the man, I don't know. There's like a lot of inertia to the camera here. Apologies if there was some sort of bloop from a message coming in. I think that was me.
Got some people in the chat who are still salty about what was that? This game came out in 2011, right? I want to say that's when this game came out, with a Giant Bomb Game of the Year, where it came down between Skyrim and Saints Row the Third, and I believe I was participatory in eventually just not backing down from the Skyrim camp and allowing Saints Row to take it. You're probably right. You're probably right. We probably should have let Saints Row take it. That was like the better choice.
Yeah, certainly the more interesting one.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I really did love Skyrim. It's not like I didn't like that game.
Okay, breathe.
Wishful Star, but Radiant Quest. Yeah, look. When you're in like hour 5 of the debating and Brad Shoemaker is claiming that one reason to pick Saints Row over or to pick Skyrim over Saints Row the Third is that you can play this game forever. It has quests that just like they keep coming up. Like they just invent new quests for you to do. Like, well, those quests suck. They're not interesting. I agree. That does not necessarily hold up. That doesn't hold up.
Hey, I think we've got company.
Looks like they're coming in from the lobby.
Shandi.
What?
We need to talk.
We really don't.
It's just, if I die here, I don't want things to go unsaid.
I should be so lucky.
You want to play, motherfucker?
Oh my god, you're the Saints. You have to sign this for me.
Hey.
I love this bit that they've become such like heroes that the criminal gang is now also like a media empire.
It's a good bit.
It's a really
like,
fun game.
It's a really funny premise for a game. Triplicate. Josh Sawyer had a really funny anecdote about Radiant AI causing a weird bug in New Vegas recently. I haven't seen that story, but Rob, I saw something sometime in the last like 48 hours where it was a bunch of right-wingers realize like where New Vegas is like their favorite game, and then discovering that Josh Sawyer is like very active on Twitter, and then realizing they've been pre-blocked because he's clearly using like some list that just blocked the most awful people on the internet, and discovering that someone they didn't know was their hero already dislikes them. It was just amazing.
Yeah, beautiful. Oh. Oh, what do we got here?
Josh Sawyer is a great follow. I highly, even if you didn't play Pentiment, didn't care for it, even if you didn't play Fall, like, it does not matter. Like, regardless of whether you are into Josh Sawyer's games or familiar with them, he's a really insightful game designer, very active on social media, and very, very funny and very, very interesting follow.
But might make you want to own a BMW. He's like half the, like, I feel like every other weekend he's posting a picture of like an E39 being like, remember this? And it's like, yeah, I do. That's a fucking car. Yeah, that's right. So, ooh.
Be glad. I love y'all's interviews about Pentiment. Thank you. Rob did a series of those. Those exist back on the
other
Waypoint
place.
Radio feed. In the other place. That feed is still alive. We don't know how long that'll last, but all those files have been backed up in various capacities by ourselves and the community. So you can go pull that up on, you know, your podcast player of choice and find. I think those Pentiment interviews were like in January, February of, you know, the year that game came out, a year ago. I want to say you recorded some of those in December or something like that. Oh, Vilena points out the Pentiment interviews are episodes 523 and 532. If you want to go look through the Waypoint Radio feed.
Alright, so there's a bit of tearing happening on my screen. I don't know if y'all can see. No, yeah, you can. You can see that. You can see that tearing happening. Man, you know what else I think has gotten harder about making games these days, though? I feel like back when they made this, you'd be like, man, people are just going to love shooting guns at dudes for, like, ever. Just, like, 10 minutes, just, like, mashing the trigger and just mowing dudes down. And now I'm like, yeah, this sequence is longer than I remember. This is,
yeah, wins, like...
This is quite a bit of...
Essentially, a version of the turret sequence kind of doesn't exist in video games anymore. And that was so fundamental to game flow, stitching event sequences together. I mean, this might as well be a turret sequence. It's just a variation on the idea, fighting waves of enemies with a player on a fixed platform so that wild things can happen around them and you don't have to account for player movement. I'm sure there are, like, it's not like they've been totally ditched by game designers, but this was their heyday for sure.
Yeah, but you know, does it also feel like we just don't get that many good action games like this anymore?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
And we won't if people continue to not buy Immortals of Avium.
I have enjoyed every time someone has reached out or commented somewhere, and you know, it's the best game I've ever played, but there was like, huh, this game's pretty good. Like, I'm glad I played it. It's like, thank you. Like, you know, we're not making a dime from you doing it, but it is nice to see people checking out a game that they might have not otherwise tried.
Damn, we gotta really just shoot these helicopters, huh?
You sure do.
But come on, man, just die. Just fucking die already.
Well, there's not even a health bar, right? So you don't even know what you're progressing to.
Wasn't that little, like, circle meter over its head the health bar?
Oh, was it? Oh,
I assume.
Maybe.
All right, and that's the opening to Saints Row the Third.
Yeah, one of a couple of different games we checked out today through GeForce Now, which, you know, will, if you missed it at the top or you're just joining now, GeForce Now is a cloud gaming service which you can access through a number of apps through various app stores, or if it's not available on your app store of choice, like the iOS App Store. Although maybe that'll change. Apple just recently shifted some rules on that stuff. And you can go to play.geforcenow.com. It allows you to sync up your games across Steam, Uplay, Epic Games Store, Origin, and Good Old Games, GOG.com. So you don't have to rebuy things on a new storefront. It just kind of brings together what you've already got. There's over 1,800 games you can play. If you're not sure, hey, is this going to work in my house? I got Wi-Fi. The place I want to play it, the Wi-Fi is in a weird spot. You can just go to play.geforcenow.com and you can just sign up and play for an hour for free. And
man, I'll say this: like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I finished Total War 3 Kingdoms at on shitty hotel Wi-Fi in Brooklyn. And like the service has gotten better since then. It was like, could I play the battles? No. But could I play the strategy map? Yes, I could. And so by that point, I didn't need to play the battles. So like it is surprisingly rugged when situations are not ideal.
Yes, I totally. I think the first time I showed you GeForce Now was on a crummy Vice laptop on crummy Vice Wi-Fi, infamously crappy Vice Wi-Fi, and we were shocked how good it looked in just the most unideal of conditions. And if you end up liking it, want to take it a step further, there are different subscriptions you can sign up for. There is a priority subscription that gets you 1080p, 60 frames a second. You can flip on ray tracing. That's $10 a month or $50 for 6 months. Then if you want to go big boy, you can go to the ultimate tier. That's 4K, 120 frames a second. And I think if you drop the resolution, you can go to 240 frames a second. That also has ray tracing, and you can play for up to 8 hours. Whereas at the priority, you can play up to 6 hours. And even 6 hours, 8 hours, 1 hour, all you got to do is hop off, jump back on, and you can start a session again. And the ultimate tier is $20 a month or $100 for 6 months. And like I said, you can sync up all your games across a bunch of different services, access it from basically any device. As long as it's got a web browser, like there's a decent chance it's going to run. And they're adding games every week. So we're going to be doing this partnership with GeForce Now and NVIDIA for the next couple of weeks. And we'll make sure to get a little more wheel action in next time. We kind of got distracted by the trams.
Blame the trams. Blame me driving the tram in the wrong circles. Patrick, I want to toss this out.
Sure.
We need to do more streams without Kato.
Yeah.
Because we need to get strong. Like, Kato, they are very good. And they are very helpful. And it is, like, reassuring to have their presence. But are they also a bit of a crutch sometimes? Do they also make it so that it's like, well, we couldn't possibly stream without Kato? Sometimes Kato's got to produce other things. But, like, if we just do more of this, like, think how far we came, Patrick. 3 hours ago, we couldn't hear anything. And it turned out OBS had glitched, and we just needed to restart it a couple times, and then we could hear. The settings were fine, but like the more it's like strength training, right? Like first we're just doing the light weights, the light reps on these streams, but like soon we'll have all kinds of things, better hold cards, maybe a timer, fewer displays of email addresses.
We do need to figure out that timer because that's inherent to the service that Kato uses, and we don't have one in OBS. We can do that. Those are things we can accomplish, Rob. I agree with you. We'll figure that out, and you can come on that journey with us because we'll be doing, amongst normal streams, we'll still be doing non-sponsored streams in the weeks ahead, including hopefully some cool stuff centered around whatever the Xbox. Like in my heart of hearts, what I want to do for most of a day next week is like loading up OG Xbox games and playing those for a couple of hours before Microsoft rolls out whatever they're going to do next week. So Stay tuned. But that is my personal plan, is for us to play, yes, a game like Viva Pinata, or what was a Fusion Frenzy? Was that their mini game collection that was surprisingly good? I want to say it was Fusion Frenzy. But either way, we'll be back. Well, actually, tomorrow, Rob and I should be back playing Helldivers 2, which just launched on PlayStation 5 and PC. Neither of us are. Well, you did not play the original, right?
I played like fresh. A bit of it on PS5.
Okay. So I think Rob and I are going to play a couple hours of that tomorrow afternoon. And look, that's Rob. That's just us getting back on. We don't need Kato, or rather, let Kato rest, and we will figure out.
No, you should say that again so we can clip it. We don't need Kato.
And I will look into
Kato, the ankle weights of Remap, but now we're running free.
Now watch, we're gonna run into
I hope that Avalanche does get Kato.
I do think Kato is snowboarding today, so if anything, we should be sending Kato good vibes for how sore.
I'll be super bad if they come back in like some sort of neck brace or like something. I'll do like shit, man.
And then yeah, so tomorrow Remap Radio and Helldivers 2, and we'll be back next week with plenty more. And yes, we just put up a piece that Rob and I wrote together about what's happening with Xbox. But our thanks to NVIDIA for sponsoring this stream. Our thanks to GeForce Now for letting us collaborate with them and check out a bunch of cool and interesting games.
Thanks to the Wheel for making games like easy to get into and like just no analysis paralysis. The Wheel's just like, hey, you know what? You know what's just good? Games. Just play one, my dude.
That's true. I help solve Rob's anxiety by just producing a wheel that says, "Play this, dude." So again, you can check out GeForce Now at play.geforcenow.com, and we'll be back tomorrow with Helldivers 2. Bye.